Welcome to Boise Song Talk. I'm James Coberly Smith. Give me just a second to set this banjo down, if you would, please. Banjo it is. Songs. What we're going to be doing on Boise Song Talk is we're going to be speaking with a number of the great local songwriters about how they write their songs. Now, they're all great live performers, and I encourage you to go out and see their live shows. However, we will not be emphasizing performance on this show. Instead, we'll be speaking with them about how they write their songs. Now, I'm going to start this thing off with a little song of my own, and then we're going to go meet tonight's special guest. Spied me an eagle high in the sky. Sat on a beach, watched a fish swim by. Sometimes I worry, but I don't know why. Here at redfish, here at redfish. Blankets all rolled out across the large lawn. I watch the toddler chase this little fawn. Sometimes it feels like nothing is wrong here at Redfish. I wish I could change your mind, leave all that stuff behind, move on to something new. I wish for another day, just like this day today. I hope all these wishes come true. Look at them mountains, melting snow. Music from Stanley, Idaho. Pack up your things now, it's time to go. Goodbye, redfish. Let 'em go. Goodbye, redfish. Redfish. Now, let's go over and meet tonight's special guest, Rod Dyer. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to be here.
Thank you very much for coming. Rod Dyer, you have been, for me, one of the great songwriter surprises for me since I moved to Boise. And I say that because I didn't see you play in a lot of clubs, no. But I saw you at the Idaho Songwriter Association that Steve Eaton had put together. And I saw you get up there and play one song. And it was such a high quality thing. I was extremely impressed. And then I heard you play a lot of other songs over the past months, and I've been impressed every time. You're really, really good at this. I'm very impressed, and I'm glad you came.
Thank you.
So, want to give us some sense of your musical history?
You know, my musical history is ever since I learned the guitar at 12 years old. I immediately just started writing songs.
Oh.
I don't know why. Just a hobby. It's always just been a hobby of mine. I've never played my songs really to anybody. This songwriters thing is the first time I've really done it. Well, the bars want to hear Brown Eyed Girl, so so I never played them there. But I've always, I have stacks and stacks of songs. The first thing I ever financed in my life was a reel-to-reel sound-on-sound tape recorder.
Oh,
That's how much I loved writing songs and taping them. And I don't know. I just listen to them myself. Just a hobby.
Very interesting. You know, there's a line in one of your songs, the song "They Take Away the Rain,"
Yeah.
where your lyric is writing all these songs for no one, getting them down for my fun.
Yeah. Well, that's what I just said.
It
Yeah.
is what you just said, yes.
Yeah.
So it's official when it's in a song.
So it's been nice to have this outlet. It really has been. Yeah.
Well, it's amazing to me that well, whatever. I mean, the fact that you have been doing this for so long. What's your fascination? What draws you to it?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know why. I just always liked writing songs. I've always been pretty good with words, and melodies would come to me. I never sit down with a guitar and write a song. They seem to just all of a sudden come into my head, and then I'll work on it from there. But I don't know. It's just been doing that for my whole life, and I just enjoy writing songs.
So when something comes into your head, you're saying you're not usually sitting with the guitar to try to make it happen. It comes into your head. Is it usually a melody first?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Not always. Sometimes I'll think of like the other day, the most recent song I wrote was last Valentine's Day. I said to myself, man, Valentine's Day is going to be easy this year because I'm single right now. So I thought, well, that's a good idea for a song. Valentine's Day is easy this year. Nothing to do without you here. No chocolate-covered strawberries. No new teddy bear. No XXL negligee for you to wear.
Okay, but that was a lyrical concept that came.
Yes, that was, yeah.
But usually it's a
Usually
musical
a
thing
tune.
first.
Usually a tune comes to me, and I'll hum it out on something, and then I'll sit down with the guitar and figure out what I just heard.
I see. So you capture it somehow. You get this melody idea. What if you're out in a car or something?
I carry a cassette player with me everywhere I go.
Okay.
You have to. You will not remember it.
I see.
I keep one in my bedroom. I keep one in my living room, and I just keep them all over the place. I go to the secondhand store and buy those cheap cassette players, and I have stacks of cassettes full of ideas that I'll never run out of. And if anybody ever got a hold of one of those things, it would be the weirdest sounding thing they'd ever heard. Because there's just ideas for a lyric or an idea for a song, or just humming out a melody itself.
Well, I tell you what, you feel like playing us one of these Rod Dyer songs?
Yeah.
Excellent.
This is the first song I did at the Songwriter thing, and you remembered it.
Oh,
and
yes.
Asked if I would do it, so I do it. This house is so quiet, I can hear my heart. The ticking clock, the heater start. Sounds I've never heard before. Since you walked out the door. I can hear the soft sound of the falling rain, a tapping branch against the window pane. The wind whistles through the pine. The wind chimes chime. How many times have I awoken to the kettle's whistle high, like an old train passing by? All of these songs within our busy little home, but now the sound that meets my ear is the sound of you not here. I can hear the murmur as the city starts to stir. My dog's nightmare, my kittens purr, as I lay here in the dark, so blue, without you. How many times have I awoken to bad singing in the shower, blowing your hair for an hour? All of these sounds that I am hearing now have always been here too, but I was listening to you. The house is so quiet, I can hear my mind tell me over and over, she's really gone this time. And I can try to deny it, but the truth is in the quiet. I can hear the faucet with its steady drip, a magpie outside throwing a fit. I can hear it soft and clear, the sound of you not here.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. All right. Be right with you there. That song gets to me. All right. So, can you recall, did that come to you, melody first?
You know, that was one of those songs. It did. My girlfriend, we broke up. It wasn't a bad thing, but she decided to get a place where she could have a horse, and I thought, well, I'll stay where I'm at. And you know, when she left, it's like, wow, it's so quiet around here. So it was really a true story, and it was just an idea for a song. And I guess I just probably did sit down with that with a guitar and work it out, because definitely the idea came to me first. Yeah.
See, so that's very different then,
Yeah.
because you had lyrically you had a concept,
Yeah.
and you didn't have the specific lyrics yet or the music yet.
No, not that song.
Well, that's okay. So as you began to do this, and you might not remember all this, I get that, but the lyrics, do you think, did that song happen quickly?
You know, it didn't happen that quickly. Some songs do, but some songs, you know, I'll literally write down some lyrics, and I'll drive around. I drive for a living, so I'm fortunate in that I'll literally have them in the seat next to me, and I'll work on them all day long. So I don't. That one actually did. I put some time into that one. Yeah.
Interesting, because what strikes me with that, and it's true with so many of your things for me, Rod, is the specifics of the lyrics, the images.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of lyrics that are just sort of fluffy. They're all strong. You know, whatever was hitting the window pane, everything is specific. And I think that makes a song very strong. And it's very hard to do, because to get so many specifics either takes a lot of work, or you get lucky, or
I like to try to paint a picture, you know, with a song, and I love doing telling stories, you know, and I'm pretty good at that. I can a specific incident from a movie or whatever, I can make a song out of it, and I have several of that type of song.
Okay, with a story song then. This song was not a story song.
No.
This was an emotional situation song. In a story song, when you start a story song, do you already kind of know what the story is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the big picture, and then you need to start creating the specifics, right? And how do you do that?
Details.
Okay, okay.
Details of the story.
Does it usually start at the beginning of the story?
Yeah.
It does. Okay, I mean, because you might just get some great phrase and go, well, that's great, but that's not the start,
Yes.
It starts at the beginning, and you know what's going to happen, but you don't know exactly how you're going to say it yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll do a little bit of one.
Okay.
Okay, I love the Andy Griffith Show. And there was a
Okay.
wonderful episode where Opie accidentally kills this bird, and she's got babies. And so Andy says, they're going to die. So he gets the babies, and cut to the chase. He finally has to let them go. And, Opie says, gosh, Pa, the cage sure is quiet and empty. And of course, the end of it, the story, as Andy says, yeah, but don't the trees sound full? And I thought, great, that's just a great line for a song, And I'll do a little bit. It's real short.
Ah,
So
help yourself.
I haven't done it for a while. How do I remember it? Let's see. Opie made a new slingshot. He'd shoot tin cans and empty. He never thought he'd really hit the bird that sings each morning in their tree. And he found it lifeless on the wall. Found Opie crying in the yard. Son, not only is our songbird dead, but now her babies soon will starve. Opie climbed that tree and got those baby birds. They cost him good fishing worms each day. But they grew up fast, and the time had come to let them fly away. And as they flew off into the sun so free, Opie fought back a tear. 'Cause he knew that old birdcage was gonna be a little quiet and dull. And Andy says, yeah, but don't the trees look full? I messed up the chords there, but
It's acceptable. This rock and roll TV, my friend. So, what do you title that?
That's cool. Well, I used to call it "Don't the Trees Sound Full," but I looked up the episode, and it actually has a name of its own. It's called Opie the Birdman. So I don't know what to call it now.
Yeah. But, okay, so you did go to that line originally as your title, "Don't the Trees Sound Full."
Yeah.
And that's a cool.
And that's how the episode ends. So that'd probably be the proper name for it.
Yeah. Well, see, you have you're showing an example of the songwriter's ear when you heard that in the show. Don't the trees sound full? Well, they don't. That's a use of words that's normally not correct, but that's usually what makes saying something in a song unique. And you do it so well. You do it a lot. You also produce really well.
Oh, Yeah. Yeah, I have a little tape recorder at home. Not tape recorder, but digital, and I do everything on them. I'm not a great musician by any sense of the word, but I have a lot. I have good imagination, so I can do very good, easy guitar, simple guitar solos and stuff. You know, but
The thing I like about them is they're hooky.
yeah,
You know, you will. It's just like your songs that you produce the way you write your songs. They're hooky lines
Yeah.
going through that production.
yeah. Well, like I say, I'm more creative than I am talented, so I get away with murder.
The back to the listening to your CD, you write in so many different styles.
Yeah.
You have things, as you say, that these are more ballads so far. You have things like a Roy Orbison type song. You have a thing that's almost like a bossa nova feel. You have a lot of different feels. How do you think you picked those all up?
Because I realize you can't just play every song like the ones I just did, and so I always look for variety. You know, I want to be versatile and have a lot of different. I do a lot of bluegrass type stuff. I have a lot of bluegrass, fast stuff, yeah, you know, I have some rock and roll stuff even. You know, but so yeah, just variety. You know, change it up.
You also make a great use of humor in
Yeah.
a lot of your songs.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
throw
And when you do it really well. What do you think the use is of humor in a songwriting?
It's just fun to get a laugh. You know, I never realized, like I say, really no one's heard my songs. And so the songwriters thing, I started doing some of my more humorous ones, and they're such a great bunch of people, and they listen and laugh that I just thought, so I've been giving them a lot of funny stuff, and one of these days I'm going to run out of them, and they're going to get all my depressing stuff. But yeah, it's just been fun getting laughs. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were that funny.
They are solidly funny. They are, and that's hard to do in a song.
Yeah.
It can get corny real easy.
Yeah.
You know, and yours aren't. They're strong. If you had to give a songwriter a piece of advice, whether a new songwriter or a veteran songwriter, anything in particular you might think of?
You know, what I've already said, and probably all musicians, you have to keep things around you to instantly get it down, or you will lose that song. And I've gone so far as to, when I didn't have something in my car, couple of great ideas came to me, I would call my answering machine, you know, and then I'd get home and I'd think, ooh, phone calls, and it'd be me singing to myself, you know. But yeah, that's just real important. And then the other thing I would say is get a digital recorder and record your songs. Once you've got it built, start getting into that, because that's an adventure. You will learn so much just by doing that, by building a song from the foundation up, and get a bass and get a little cheap keyboard. And I use a drum machine a lot, and it's fun just to be versatile on instruments and be a one-man band, and it brings you a lot of self-satisfaction if nobody hears them.
It's funny you use the word built, because I understand what you're saying in the recording sense, but it sounds like what we've talked about earlier tonight too. You sometimes build a song.
Always.
It will, yeah.
Always. I always start with the drums or a metronome.
Right.
Add guitar and bass as the foundation, and then take it from there.
Right. But even lyrically, you do it.
Yes, lyrically,
yes.
Yeah. I'm big on harmony, so I love doing lots of oohs and ah type things.
Yeah, really tasteful, very, very nice stuff. So, do you think songwriting is an inspiration or a discipline?
For me, it's an inspiration, and then once you have an idea, it's definitely discipline. It's work.
Yeah.
You know, to write a song, you know, I'll agonize over a song for days and days because I like my words to be good and I like them to flow. So I'll change, you know, I'll change a song 100 times before I say it's done, you know. But yeah, it's both.
Is that more the common way, that it takes a lot of chiseling away at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some, you know, everybody's had these songs, you know, that you can write in 15 minutes and you're happy with them. But most of it's, I labor over songs, you know, until I'm happy with the words and stuff. Yeah.
Well, lucky us, because boy, when you labor over them, all we see as a listener is the end result.
You don't know the agony behind
No,
it. Yeah.
we don't know the agony. No.
There's a considerable amount of work, especially in recording them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people just don't realize how how much work that is recording a song, but you know, you have to.
Yeah. One other thing I thought I would say is, the thing that's interesting to me too, this is just a comment on your vocal. You have a very, I've never used this word for a vocal before, it's a kind vocal.
Yeah.
Your voice is kind. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a couple more minutes. You got some song you'd like to take us out on?
I
here?
thought on a lighter note I'd
All right.
do the old bald dudes do.
Give it
thing.
to us.
Okay.
What key is this in?
E, yeah, play
E.
with me.
All right, I
Typical
might
blues.
jump in with him here.
Hey, bald brothers, listen one and all. There's hope for us guys with a head like a cue ball. There's a bald man's hairstyle, forever it's been around. And I have to admit, it's the best one I've found. It's the bald dudes do. Bald dudes do. Yes, now, brother, you can look good every day, and only a bald guy can wear his hair this way. The bald dudes do. A hip new look for you. Well, you part your hair an inch from the ear to begin. You grow it long on just one side, then comb it over that skin. The bald dudes do. The bald dudes do. You'll fool them all, no one will know that you are bad. Just pray to God your date don't run her fingers